Hi, welcome to Trailers from Hell. I'm Mike Mendez. Frank Henenlotter, in my opinion, is one of the most underappreciated auteurs of independent cinema. Bringing us the exploitation classics Basket Case and Brain Damage, Henenlotter has always had a unique voice and a singular vision. He's sort of the East Coast master of grindhouse creature features with just the right balance of scuzz, horror, and humor. And there is no better example of that than his 1990 sleazy classic FRANKENHOOKER, which features exploding hookers on supercrack. Let's check it out. FRANKENHOOKER is the story of Jeffrey Franken, who works at the power plant by day and by night he is a scientist fascinated by human anatomy. When his fiancée is killed by a tragic lawnmower accident, Jeffrey turns to some weird science in order to bring her back from the other side. Having preserved her head, Jeffrey decides he is going to make her a new body. But where's a guy going to find the perfect body? Well, New York City prostitutes, of course.
Want a date?
FRANKENHOOKER.
Not having the stomach to physically kill the prostitutes, Jeffrey concocts a batch of super crack to do the dirty deed. Things get out of hand when the working girls decide to have a party with his giant bag of super crack and they begin exploding like the 4th of July. Now, Jeffrey has an abundance of parts and must string them together to create the perfect bride. Thus created FRANKENHOOKER. Unfortunately, there is too much hooker left in the new bride, and FRANKENHOOKER goes forth into the streets of New York trying to find new Johns, leading to disastrous results when she finds one. This film is primarily a comedy, but there is enough severed limbs and mutant creatures to satisfy any gorehound. Supposedly, the plot was improvised during a pitch meeting, and Henenlotter wrote the script after investors were already interested. Henenlotter doesn't consider himself a horror filmmaker as much as he does an exploitation filmmaker, citing that exploitation films have more of an attitude, they're ruder and raunchier. FRANKENHOOKER is certainly proof of that, featuring copious amounts of nudity, drug use, and general debauchery.
A gripping tale of lust and revenge.
One of the things that made the movie stand out back in the day was that it had a talking video box that said one of the film's signature lines.
Want a date?
So, if you're looking for a night of raunchy B-movie sleaze, make a date with FRANKENHOOKER.